My name is Herschel Daniels. I'm chairman of Friends of the African Union. I'm in Washington, D.C. We came on Tuesday to meet with the United States Department of Agriculture, the head of the FSA.
Today we're talking about the settlement and we're talking about what has been done to the black farmers.
The company is 52 years, so we just celebrated 2 years ago being 50. We're the oldest and biggest federal medical center in the United States. We decided through our president, Mr. Alston, about 10 years ago to buy into a vision that he had so that we could compete with some of the larger hospitals and not be knocked off. And for us, that was Cleveland Clinic, University Hospital, and Metro, which is a county hospital. We wanted to make sure that we stayed in the communities that we were in and we served the people who were in that community based on their needs. And so we decided to start a for-profit side of the nonprofit medical center. And to that degree, we opened up a market in a dry food area called the East Side Market, which is performing now, up and running. Our facilities, most of the clients who go there walking, they're walking patients so they can walk into this community. We also opened up a 10-unit facility for veterans housing to take those veterans who didn't have housing and to give them a place to stay. And there's some other things that we're doing by partnership, doing some collaborative work with some other organizations throughout the city. We also joined and became a partner with Cleveland Food Bank Services. And so once a month at each of our facilities, we offer clients in that neighborhood or anybody in that neighborhood to go and pick up food items such as fruit, healthy food, fresh food, staple items that we participate in. Now we started this 10 years ago and we're beginning to see the fruits of our labor now. And we're very proud of it, not just being in these communities serving them their health care, but we realize that there are other components to their lives that they need addressed way sometime before they can address hypertension or high blood pressure and other things, diabetes and other ramifications of living.
I am one that has been in this fight. This is my 40th year. But in this particular fight with Pickford versus Glickman, it's the 23rd year. And I have lost so much until it is impossible for you to make me whole again. First, the court would need to pay me for the work that I have done as a representative of the 66,000 denied claimants. I was appointed by Judge Paul Freeman of the court and the Congress under the Constitutional Judiciary Committee to represent 66,000 denied farmers. I did not have any legal aid and assistance to aid and assist me with doing that. I need restoration of all the funds that I used for travel representation for these many years. I cannot tell you the devastation that it has brought up on not only my family, but the families that are around me, the families that I work with, and traveling back and forth here to Washington trying to deal with this for the last 20-some years has been devastating. But we have continued to do it, and now we have come to this time whereby we are hoping that we can have some resolution in this program. We come to you today for you to take into consideration that we're here today, but if we don't get a resolution, we'll be back. Thank you.
USDA is directly responsible for the loss of the land. My family broke up over this. I've lost tens of thousands of dollars. USDA generated a document, gave it to me, $186,576.79 that they stole from me via administrative offset, and that caused irreparable harm and irreversible harm, because 50,000 of that was taken in less than a 12-month period, and there's just no way that I can operate with this kind of money being taken, out of my income flow, my cash flow, because everybody here knows that the program payments are the lifeblood of the farmer. That's what keeps the farmer afloat, is program payments, and all of my program payments were taken. And I believe it was in 2008 when USDA realized that my father's name was Paul Bradshaw. Paul and Rod Bradshaw had the largest NRCS contract in America. It was like $700,000, and that's when my problem really started. And then the crop insurance guy told me, he said, you're in the top 5%, and it really escalated then. And the courts have jumped on board, attorneys have jumped on board to put us out of business. And if USDA would just resolve these issues, instead of, I had a USDA guy tell me, Mr. Bradshaw, we're going to do exactly what we want to do. Who's going to stop us? Well, when you have that type of attitude, in the United States government, this is the government. You guys are part of the government, and we have that type of attitude with government employees. There's just no way. There is just no way. And they keep taking and taking and taking, and we just can't. There's no way we can stay unless we have resolution. And we have been here time and time again and asked for resolution, and USDA has failed. They've sadly failed us.
Now, I've been a member of the Just Economy Conference sponsor, the National Community Reinvestment Coalition, for a quarter century. Matter of fact, I was there in 2010 when NCRC and allies brought 100,000 people to create a one nation Just Economy move.
I was very, very pleasantly surprised to find out that your chair is from Cleveland, Ohio. So that made my day today, so it's a good day. I want to thank you for having me, of course. I want to thank your president and CEO, Jesse Van Tol, and your entire board. I have to recognize a couple of people very, very quickly. One is Herschel Daniels. I went to school with Herschel Daniels. He was in Cleveland then. Herschel, if you're there, good morning to you.
Well, America's farmers are as much a symbol of our country as the Stars and Stripes, and arguably just as important. They put food on our tables, clothes on our backs. But for black farmers, the road has been rough, leading to the loss of millions of acres of farmland and a lack of trust. And now one of the very symbols of America now in a fight with the federal government.